Hey, good afternoon, beautiful people. So here it is. Today I am focusing on living with emotional intent. I think the last time I talked about living with spiritual intent. And so, um, what I did was I just kind of wrote down the things that were seeds for me, like emotional seeds. So, in chapter one, she talked about intent being a seed, which is a morsel of possibility bursting with potential. She said it's planted deep in the ground, surrounded by darkness, sadness, dissatisfaction, fear. But it's also surrounded by hope, persistence, tenacity, things like that. In my case, and so then I wrote down some of the things that were seeds and some of the circumstances and situations that threatened to choke my seed out, right? So, um, I won't get into detail, but some of them led to unhealthy relationships, poor money management. Um, some of those things led to me being a runner or having runner's syndrome, which means that you kind of shut down and you run away from things. And it also led to people pleasing and things like that, or me feeling like I didn't have value or self worth, low self esteem, things like that. And so, what are some of the ways that I decided that I'm going to let my seed blossom into something great, regardless of some of the weeds that were there or some of the things that were in the darkness with my seed, right? And so, uh, some of the things were I write down mantras like I am beautiful, I am smart, I am kind, I have a lot to give back, I have a lot to offer the world, my community, my family, my loved ones. And I repeat that 5 times. So it may be the same thing. I may say, I'm wonderfully made, I'm fearfully made, I'm wonderfully made, I'm fearfully made. I may say that 5 times while I'm standing there getting ready for my day, looking in the mirror, brushing my teeth, taking my medication, right? Because I also talked about atomic habits. Like, what are some things you can do to make this a habit that is just it until it becomes second nature? So you're gonna brush your teeth. You're gonna be in the mirror when you're brushing your teeth. Most people, and so while I'm washing my face or brushing my teeth, I'm saying my mantra. I'm beautiful. I'm wonderfully made. I'm fearfully made. I'm wonderfully made. I'm fearfully made. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. All these different things. Then I didn't realize that as a child I had childhood epilepsy. I didn't know until I was grown. And so with that, I felt a little dense. I felt a little dingy. I felt a little off. I felt lethargic, which meant that I felt lazy. And so, no fault of my mom, but a lot of times, when you parent, you do the best that you can. And so, my mother always kind of told me that I was lazy. I was lazy. I was lazy. And that kind of grew into this thing where I always feel like I have to constantly go, go, go. Like if I'm sitting down, even if I'm just like, I could be absolutely burnt out, fatigued, and I feel guilty if I'm sitting down and there's something to be done. If the floor needs to be mopped or dishes need to be done, laundry needs to be done, I'm like, okay, release it. Just do this, just do that. And it all comes from the seed of feeling lazy. I've always had to feel like I had to prove that I was intelligent or whatever because, sometimes with having epilepsy, your mind is foggy or you can't remember things. And my dad used to always tell me, girl, your mind ain't longer than my fingernails, whatever. Or if your head wasn't attached to your body, you will forget it. And I still do that. But now I just kind of laugh at myself. Or if it's something important that I have to remember, I just always have a notebook. Like I have millions of notebooks like in my purse. I always keep a pen. So I have to write things down. Or I have to instantly put them in my phone on my calendar because it's just the nature of the beast, even at my job. I've become super efficient at my job because I have notes for my notes for those notes. And I'm very detailed in my notes. And so that has kind of worked to my advantage. And so those are some of the things, those are some of the intentions that I set to be an emotionally better person, to kind of overcome some of the seeds that were meant to be a negative that were meant to be negative, that were meant to be things to hold me back and to keep me from being the person that's supposed to live up to my full potential in regards to my purpose in life. But if you look at it as, hey, if I never went through this, then I wouldn't be here. These things taught me how to do this and navigate. The difference between the people who make it and the people who don't is your perspective and your decision. Your perspective has to be that those were things that were there to make me stronger and better. And your intent or see, I forgot already my train of thought. um your decisions, that's what it is. You have to make your mind that these are going to be things to make you better and not allow them to be things that have hindered you, right? So I hope that helps somebody. On that note, have a great, wonderful, awesome, and dare I say amazing rest of your day. Peace.